The search continues for OceanGate's Titan submersible, the vessel that went missing on Sunday during one of its deep-sea tourist trips to the Titanic shipwreck. Officials say the submersible lost contact with its support ship about 1 hour and 45 minutes after submerging into the Atlantic Ocean and about 435 miles south of St. John's, Newfoundland, in Canada. There are 5 people on board and not much time left to find them. The U.S. Coast Guard estimated Monday afternoon that the vessel had somewhere between 70 and 96 hours of oxygen left. The U.S. and Canadian Coast Guards are scouring the area, using aircraft and sonar devices to scan the ocean and detect any sounds from below the surface, under which the Titanic wreckage sits nearly 13,000 feet down. David Marquette, a retired U.S. Navy submarine captain, says there are many factors that make this search and rescue mission particularly challenging. It's a tiny big ocean, and extremely deep water, and several hundred miles away from the coast. It's basically imagining a spacecraft disappeared on the far side of the moon, he says. You have to find it. You have to get to it. Even when you get to it, you still need to somehow get the people out of there to safety. Experts have said the submersible that went missing on its way to the Titanic may have imploded and collapsed into pieces. After finding information consistent with that view, National World reported experts found a debris field near the wreck of the Titanic. On Thursday, 22 June, Rear Admiral John Mauger confirmed in a news conference that a nose cone of the List submersible had been discovered by a remotely operated vehicle searching for the Titan about 487 meters from the bow of the Titanic on the seafloor. He said, "This information was considered with a compilation of additional acoustic data provided by other partners, and the decision was made to continue our mission as a search and rescue and make every effort to save the lives on board." The discovery of the debris came after a senior official in the U.S. Navy confirmed an existing secret system designed to pick up audio heard a sound consistent with an implosion, which was heard near where the submersible lost communication. On Sunday, 18 June, the tourist submarine went missing after contact with the vessel was lost around 1 hour and 45 minutes after it submerged. Dr. David Gallo, a senior advisor with RMS Titanic Inc., said the timeline suggests something happened mid-water. Dr. Gallo, who describes the Titan's pilot Paul Henry Nargeolet as his best friend, told Sky News, "If they weren't there, at the wreck, that means something had to happen mid-water that caused them to lose power or radio communications. The worst-case scenario is probably a collapse, a catastrophic implosion of the sub itself, which would be horrific. There's no coming back from that. I would have to say that has got to be the number one option here, which is unpleasant to think about. I don't know how else you can disappear that quickly. What happens when a submarine implodes? The vessel is around 22 feet, 6.7 meters, with a speed of 3 knots, 3.5 kilometers per hour, and, unlike many other water vehicles, it was not tethered to the surface. The Titan was traveling independently in the water. An implosion could occur if any part of the submersible's carbon fiber and titanium hull has suffered a small crack or fault. The implosion itself looks like a bubble which is created by the weight of the water. On why the passengers are trapped. This submarine is a small submersible. When you get it in, they actually bolt the hatch on from the outside, so they don't even have the ability to open the hatch. They couldn't open it against the sea pressure. The sea pressure down there is 400 times what we feel here in the atmosphere, so they couldn't open it anyway. But even if we got them to the surface, we need a team from the outside to open it. As the search for OceanGate's Titan submersible continues, the situation remains critical. With the vessel missing during its exploration of the Titanic shipwreck, time is running out to locate the 5 individuals on board. The U.S. Coast Guard has estimated that there may be only 70 to 96 hours of oxygen remaining. The extensive search efforts by the U.S. and Canadian Coast Guards involve aircraft and sonar devices, scanning the vast expanse of the Atlantic Ocean, over 13,000 feet deep. Retired U.S. Navy submarine captain David Marquette, highlights the immense challenges faced in this rescue mission: a small submersible, expansive ocean, extreme depths, and hundreds of miles away from the coast. Speculation suggests that the submersible may have imploded and fragmented, aligning with the discovery of a debris field near the Titanic wreck. Rear Admiral John Mauger confirmed the recovery of the nose cone, found by a remotely operated vehicle close to the Titanic's bow. The decision to continue the mission as a search and rescue operation reflects the commitment to saving the lives on board. Reports indicate that an audio system designed to detect sounds heard an implosion-like noise in the vicinity where the submersible lost communication. Dr. David Gallo, a senior advisor with RMS Titanic Inc., speculates that something occurred mid-water that caused power loss or communication failure. The grim possibility of a catastrophic implosion leading to the submersible's collapse is a chilling reality, leaving little hope for survival. The implosion of a submarine occurs when the weight of the water exerts immense pressure on any cracks or faults in its carbon fiber and titanium hull. This pressure creates a bubble-like implosion effect. Furthermore, the trapped passengers face a dire situation inside the small submersible. The hatch is bolted shut from the outside, preventing them from opening it. Even if they were brought to the surface, the extreme sea pressure would require an external team to open the hatch. The ongoing search and rescue operation strives to overcome these formidable challenges and bring the missing individuals to safety. Our thoughts and hopes remain with them during this desperate time. Please remember to subscribe to our channel for updates on this developing story, and join us in sending thoughts and prayers to those affected by this tragic event.